Okay, Spears, let's make some pasta. First, we're gonna weigh the eggs. For one serving, I like to do 2 large eggs. It's usually just shy of 100 grams. Let's crackety crack these puppies in here. My scale wasn't turned on. All right, these 2 eggs weigh 96 grams. And then we're gonna double that for our flour. I'm gonna add just a scoop of oil and a good old hit of salt. 96 times 2 is 100, 180, 192. Weigh out your ingredients. Okay, 192. We're gonna beat our eggs and we're just gonna work a little upside down here. You're gonna take your eggs, see them there? And we're just gonna beat them up nice, all on their own, get them nice and beaten. Normally I would do this in a separate bowl. Just slowly bring in a little bit of flour at a time. You can do this on the counter in the well thing that you see on TV. This to me is a little neater. Just slowly bring it all in. And eventually you're gonna get to a point where this is too sticky for the fork. I'm not mixing anymore with this, is just too thick, this is not happening. So get a little flour in your hands, scrape off that fork. This hand's gonna get dirty anyway. And now just go in and start to knead. I like to kind of fold and push, trying to get this as mixed as possible before you start kneading. Fold and push, then get in there like a 5-year-old. Eventually, a bunch of this flour isn't gonna absorb. You know, give it a good, you know, I have like maybe this much left behind. It's a little shaggy. We're gonna set our timer. Set a timer for 10 minutes.
Okay, your timer is set for 10 minutes.
And now we're just gonna knead for 10. Use the heel of your hand and just push the dough and kind of roll it back and push it. And after about 4 minutes, it's gonna start to come together. Okay, so it's been about 5 minutes. 5 minutes on the nose. And as you can see, the dough is much smoother. We're not there yet. When you're kneading, you're just trying to fold the dough over itself. You're trying to wind up that gluten. Just folds and folds and folds. Like that thing, if you fold a piece of paper 7 times, you can't rip it. That's kind of what you're trying to do with pasta dough. I would like to push it with the heel of this hand, like this, and then fold it over with this hand and push it here. And just kind of keep doing that, just like a back and forth. You're never tearing the dough, you're just kind of folding and pushing, folding and pushing. You could, you know, really give it a back and forth like this. My counter doesn't like it. You push it here, you rotate 90, you fold it over, and you push it again. You're gonna want all of your body weight on it. Okay, so it's been over 10 minutes, and this dough, it feels nice. It's not sticky. It feels almost like leathery, like kind of plasticky. It feels smooth. You want to play with it. So we're gonna put this in a tub and let it rest for 30 minutes. All right, let's roll some pasta. So here's our dough. It's been resting in a tub. You could do it in plastic wrap, but tub just works just fine and you don't have to waste the plastic. I'm gonna cut this in half and we'll see how long it gets. Always cover what you're not using. So you have your little dough. Just kind of flatten it. And you're gonna wanna start your roller in 0. We're gonna do a few passes on 0. And for the first time, since I work in small batches, you might be working in bigger batches, I just do fold in half, fold in half, fold in half. And then after like 1 or 2 times, what you're gonna wanna do is fold it in thirds so that it is about the width of the roller. And this is kind of how you get a really good shape. You just kind of fold and rotate, fold and rotate. You want to do this a few times, and then when you feel like it feels nice, you can move on. When you fold it, just give it a smush so it doesn't kind of splay out. One more time. I feel good about this. Let's keep going, Thelma. So I'm gonna roll to 5 because I'm cutting linguine today. So you just want to do like one or 2 times on each size. Your dough, it shouldn't be sticky. You shouldn't need lots of flour at all. It should feel nice. It's like plastic, kinda. If your dough is sticky, just, you know, shake a little flour on, rub it in, and keep going on 0. You want to go on 0 until you're 99% there. I always look up what is the recommended number for the shape I'm making. Oh, linguine says number 3. Oopsies! You could be really fussy. I'm just making this for me, so I'm not gonna trim this down. But you could, you know, cut it real nice and square. I'm not gonna do that. Give your little tray, wherever you're putting your pasta, your bowl, your tray, a little sprinky dink. I have an old spice container that I keep my flour in. Give your pasta, before you cut it, a good flour. This is crucial, I have found. When I was first starting with pasta, this in my brain made all the difference in terms of noodles getting stuck together, which they shouldn't, but sometimes they might. And just feed it on in nice and straight. This pasta was very long. This got very long on me, but it looks really good. Can you see the texture in the pasta? And let's do our other half of the dough. And if you ever, like you mess up, like you're on number 4 and you're unhappy with the way this is going, you always go back to 0. You never fold or anything when you're on number 4, or like when you're in it to win it there. You only do your folding and your laminating on 0. Like even this doesn't look great, but like this'll work itself out. All right, I feel good about this. And there we go. We got linguine. So that's pasta.